How to switch to a different industry. The jobs I see online require experience in that industry. Awesome. Okay. Anytime you want to switch industries, applying online is not going to work for you because the only way they're going to look at you is if you have experience in that industry. If I am switching industries, the first thing I'm asking myself is why? What is it about that industry that I'm really drawn to? What about my life experience has me excited about that industry? It's called intrinsic motivation. It's just a fancy term for what is driving me to passionately want to be in this industry, and how can I share that with them so that they can see I'm one of them? Because they're not going to hire you if you can't give them some deep motivation. They don't want you to get in there and be like, oh, this isn't for me, and leave. That would really hurt them. They can't hire somebody with no industry experience if that person can't at least prove they've got the motivation to do it. And I'm going to give you an example to prove this, okay? I worked with a young man. He was in his 30s. He had gone through this management training program and was managing a paint store, like it's a big national chain. Good, lucrative job, okay? He comes to me and says, I want to completely switch careers and get into financial planning. And I'm like, what? Well, what financial planning company is going to take somebody who managed a paint store? There's like no correlation there. Okay. I'm like, so can you tell me why? And he said, yeah. Little over a year ago, my dad died and he owned a business, and unexpectedly, we didn't know the business was in financial ruin. He left my mother in financial ruin. Not only she lost her husband of many years, but she was about to lose her home and not have an income. Can you imagine? He said, so I spent nights and weekends learning what to do, getting the business in good shape, finding a buyer for the business, selling the business, and being able to have enough money so that my mom could stay in the home and she'd have something to live on. He said, I never want to see another family go through that again if they don't have to. He said, I want to get into financial planning to help others not go through what my family went through. So you can imagine applying online doesn't work for him. Backchanneling with that connection story worked brilliantly. What we did is we researched and said, who are the top 5 financial services companies you want to work for? Tell me why. What is it specifically about their business model you respect and admire? Because they're going to want to hear that. And then you're going to go and network and meet people there and say, look, here's my connection story about why I want to leave the paint store and become a financial planner. Here's why your company is literally top 5 on my list. Can you walk me through what I'd need to do to be considered for this? He got 5 interviews, one with all 5, 3 job offers, and took a job with his number 1 pick. And all of them didn't have a problem because what? They knew that this young man was going to get up out of bed every day and be so focused on learning as quickly as he could and crushing it. No one can give that to you. No company can drop that into you. They can teach you anything. But if you don't have this, we're not going to take a chance on you. Does that make sense?